Hey family, how y'all doing today? Acy Talley here again, trying to reach out and touch somebody. I've been to 3 funerals today. Gloria Sanders, young lady whom I led to Christ 2 weeks ago, and 2 weeks later I was at her funeral, but she got saved before she got out of here, and that's a good thing. I'm celebrating about this one here. Ball, I went to his funeral today. He was somebody else that was a member of the church for a while. And I couldn't make it to this one because I was at the other two. But all this was today. These are people that I know. I want to share a story with you about Noah's ark. God told Noah to go build an ark. He said, you go build this ark and you let them know it's going to rain. He said, you let them know it's going to rain, so it's going to flood. So Noah started building the ark, and when he started building the ark, he kept telling them it's going to rain, a flood is going to come. But then nobody listened to him. He kept building the ark, and he kept telling them it's going to rain. It took him between 50 and 75 years to build the ark, and I can see people knocking him. Oh, that old man crazy. He don't know what he's talking about. It's been raining. It ain't no flood came. So he kept building the ark. He kept doing what God told him to do. He kept building the ark, and by the time he got the ark built, God told him, you take these animals in there 2 by 2. And Noah did what God told him to do. He took the 2 animals in there, and his son, his wife, and his son's wives, and God closed the doors of the ark up, and it started raining. And it didn't stop raining. But the first couple of days it rained, and people were saying, it's been raining. Ain't no flood came. They made mockery of him. He crazy. And he kept doing what God told him to do. And it kept raining. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. And the only people that were saved are the ones that went into the ark. Everybody else was destroyed because of their wickedness. They didn't pay attention to the man of God. God sent his servant to tell them what it was, and they didn't listen. I want to share another story with you, and then I'm going to call it a day. The kingdom of heaven is like 10 virgins. 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. They was invited to a wedding, and the only way you can get into the wedding, you got to have some oil in your lamps. So that 5 foolish one had oil in their lamps, and the 5 wise had oil in their lamps. But the foolish one, they was kicking it. I bet they was burning their oil around the clock. They just kept burning their oil and burning their oil. And the wise ones, they knew they wanted to go to the wedding. So the only time I bet they used their oil when they went behind the tree to use the bathroom. The call went out. The bridegroom is coming. The bridegroom is coming. Mind you, the only way you can get into the wedding, you got to have some oil in your lamp. So when they went to meet the bridegroom, the foolish one saw that they was out of oil. They asked the wise one, let us borrow some of your oil. But the wise one told her, no, you go get your own oil, because if we give you some of our oil, we might not have enough to get in. So you can't get in on nobody else. You got to get in on your own. So the bridegroom came and took the wise ones inside the wedding and closed the door. By the time the foolish one went all the way across town to get the oil to come back, it was too late. They knocked on the door. The bridegroom came and told them, who is it? And they told me what. He said, no, get away from me. I never knew you. So I said, you got to be prepared. Don't burn all your oil up. I'm going to say this to you. Take heed. Don't miss the boat and keep some oil in your lamp, because Jesus is coming back. And if you're not prepared, you're going to get left behind. They didn't listen to Noah, and they didn't keep the oil in their lamp. Now, I'm here to tell y'all, as a servant of God, that Jesus is coming back. Get prepared. 3 funerals today. 3. Call me all, brother.